Hi guys, so I posted yesterday the first ever thing done for Myths Reborn. I made a video of it on YouTube as well. I'm going to try and do these streams quite frequently. I don't know if they're going to be every day, but definitely when I've got a moment and frequently at this point in time. So yeah, I posted this and got a bit of engagement from it, which was kind of nice. A few more followers and stuff. I don't know if it's entirely down to that or I've been reposting City Cat as well. City Cat is something that I've been working on just before this, which is still ongoing. I'm still making bitmaps for that and working out different just level designs. There's still a lot to be done. I need to just get the pencil to the paper and plan things out a bit better, because it's kind of just appeared out of nowhere. Started with just doing isometric style scenes, which you know I love, the Last Ninja Vendetta angle. So I'm going to try and create this little guy. So these are constructed from sprites, as you can tell, and I'm going to try and remake these. So what I need to do is fire up McDraw, and I'm just going to put it in the other monitor as a reference here, and I can see that he has two sprites. I forget what it was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's exactly one sprite wide. McDraw doesn't want to load. McDraw is my go-to tool for C64 artwork, bitmap artwork. Anyway, I'll fire up Spread, which is a tool that I created a couple of years back. It's a sprite editor designed for making actual Commodore 64 sprites. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up as a reference. I'll just copy this to new tab, and let's jump into this. So I worked out that my global colors is going to be this and this, and then this main character's green. So let's see, I'm going to have the head there, I think. I'll just start making this and I'll figure it out later. So 1, 2, miss one. I think that's 2, it's there. Some here. So, oh wait a minute, what have I done here? I messed something up. That should be that. Right, he's got a little headband. Hard to tell from this. I need to open my bitmap. Hold on a second. Move that there then. I don't have a way to transfer data to the sprite tool just yet, so yeah, I just have to do it by eye. Just kind of old school. One, two. Sorry, I don't have the YouTube stream up either in case anyone's joined and asked me questions, so let me just figure that out. I have no idea how to do it with OBS. I thought I did, but I have no idea. Let's go to my YouTube channel. I'll just bring up the stream. Live. live content, live. Here we go. Sprite time. Alright. Okay, I've just brought that up in case anyone pop out chat. There we go. I don't know if it will stay in place anywhere, but let me just do something. Whatever. Right. Anyway, I can see the chat there quite easily, and it's bright. That's all I need. And sunlight's getting in a bit. Right. So back to this guy. So yeah, two. Yeah. I'm literally just copying it from the pixel art that I made on the bitmap because it was more like a mock-up that fitted quite well. We're also discussing though using bitmaps as the sprites, like bits of the bitmap. It's an okay idea, but it means a lot of work usually, like to make it there's more code work involved, in other words. Right, I think he's something like that. I'll fix him up in a second. Let's just move him to the top. And that one. Yeah. That's down there. And that was the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. That's part of it. That's a see-through bit, yeah. And then that goes black after 3, I think. Something like that. So that's a lot of sprites. It's a lot wider than I thought for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, they're clubbing that. What I'll do is, yeah, move all that there. That's a better way to do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So yeah, as I was saying, I do want to be working on CityCat at some point as well, because it's getting a bit more traction than I realised, and I don't want to leave it too late. We can go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I can do a couple here. Right. So still trying to work out the best approach. I'm going to move that to, how do we swap? Swap two sprites, use F1. Why did that reference then disappear? Maybe 0. Anyway. It's probably an older version. No, 144. I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on with that. So, Okay. Up one. Yeah, that's only 3. Right. That's that, and then there's just enough. 2, 1, 2. Let's just make this a bit more accurate while we're here. Something like that will work. Right, and then the legs. I mean, I could put them there, but I'll see. I like to kind of organize the sprites the way they're displayed, and then I think I can swap them later to fill up the gaps. So I'll put that there. Do green again. One, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oops. Why does that work? Shift. Left click to place, right click to remove, alt left click to select. I changed something. Muscle memory of how I had it before. I keep changing stuff. Right up there, and there. And then black one just above that. Groovy. Dum 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 dum. Right, that looks good. See there, 3 or 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 3. What? I'm getting confused now. That is from from there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2 like that, 1 like that. Oh, I'm confused. But anyway, let's just fill that in. I'll work it out in a minute. We've got, oh God, that's one too many that side. Ah, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be 12. That is supposed to be the left one. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11. That's, yeah, that should be moved like that. That should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He's here. That there. That was only 3 high. Definitely not done this right. What's going on? That was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 there. This is very confusing. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to say, okay, let's move that one to the left. Let's move all this to the left. Right, let's fix that. 1, 2, 3. Should really have some C64 music. let's do Barbarian C6 rooms. I like Barbarian. Don't know how much of that's coming through, but I'll go with that. Right. Alright. The tricky part now is animating this guy. He's made of 3 sprites, so let's transfer that. Let's. Okay. Let's copy that to there. Alright. I think we need to animate all 3 sprites. It's going to use up the sprite memory pretty quickly. Wish I could move parts, but I've not got round to doing that yet with this tool. So you just gonna have to do it manually. Still faster than the way you would have to have done things back in the day. So I always compare stuff to, you know what, it's better than trying to use a joystick or something. That's how I justify it. My lazy code. My lazy coder. Right. I'm going to see that sort of drops. I like that. So I want him to sort of look like he's raising his arm up. I can make this very basic. Just a little arm raise, and I can even put club like that. which means we wouldn't need that sprite there. See, the swaps don't work right. If I swap it, should also update this. The swapping's not working right, the references aren't getting updated. So I just need to figure that out another time. Right, so I can clear that one. For the sake of argument, I'm just going to throw in these brown ones. It could be that simple for this guy, to be honest. It doesn't have to be a complete work of art. Gloop, 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 gloop. Because we'll just like transfer. I don't want to have to do like a walk cycle. I'll just make him sort of appear next to the enemy and just do that. It can be so simple. I just need to make sure this sort of reads well. Yeah. Look, 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 look. That's my SID chip. Bloop. I wonder. See, I don't want to waste a whole sprite just to put a shadow in there. I bet that would look quite nice. I'm just going to use this one here as the temporary. Boof, 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 boof. Could do a little bar, 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 bar. Needs a bigger belly. Big belly. Ball. This hand needs to do something. Maybe come up a bit. So I can determine things a bit better. What I need is another feature that just colours these the background colour. Right. I suppose then I could enhance this by making it look like the shadow of the club. That's quite effective. And maybe move his foot that way. shadow that. Is that all he's got? We get him to throw his club, like another move. I don't exactly know what extra moves I need. Just a main move for each of them, sort of generic. One move. They need getting hurt as well. Let's do a getting hurt one. So let's move that to. I'll do it as a single frame thing here as well. And single frame instead of the club. Yeah, so let's bring that there. Let's fill it with some ease. And I'll make him like close his eyes. Move his head back twice. 2 times, two positions. That's how I'm going to describe it. Positions. 2 pixels, 4 pixels to the right. Yeah, so I'm just kind of working it out. A little maybe I'll just make his eyes a bit down like that. And then the hair sort of flicking forward because he's been hit. So that would be from his stance. So what's his idol? I guess that would be his idol. Let's put that there then. Just so I can determine him being hit. Yeah. And I was kind of knock his arm behind him. The club sort of being thrown there, so it's kind of like you don't see his arm, it's behind him. I need to kind of show the hand though, otherwise it will look a bit odd. It's really tricky with big chunky pixels like this. I'd love to use more sprites, but I don't want to. I think it needs to go. I want him to look this way. Really be keep the eyes black. The hair. Once I've sorted the legs out, it all makes sense. Just in case I get the first draft in for all of it and see what works. Of course we can also move the whole sprite to one side. Like what I like to do is use the offset feature. It's control and right click. See, yeah, because it's background there. Control and right arrow, and you can get some extra movement from it. We'd probably add that in code. But just to be the safe side, in fact I could use his legs. Yeah, that's quite effective. One thing is the club. Doesn't make much sense. Yeah, let's put them back in. Do something a bit different. Just doesn't look hard enough. Let's try blinking again. It's really hard to tell if that's going to work or not. Let's put the arm across the front. Do that there. Sort of shadow it up. I don't like this club here. I'm gonna try without it. Like, foreshortened. Or across this front. That works a bit better. What about the eyes sort of left like that? Bit goofy. Doesn't look. The eyes moving down. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. Glop, glop, glop. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, that looks not good. Belly button's moving too much. Yes, the head looks too radically different. Kind of has a certain charm about it, but you kind of have to use your imagination to what's happening. That's alright. It's alright, I'll go with that. I do need to draw in the stick though. I think I need to draw it there. Decisions. Let's fix his little foot, make it kind of look off balance. Shadow a bit. exaggerate it more. It kind of looks weird up there, like he's wearing a jacket. Make sure that he can also be hit in this sort of posture, just to determine what's the best sort of idle, because I think that's quite a good idle, like he's ready to hit. Bit confusion here between his club and his hair, probably because it just goes a bit too far. See, that's not as effective when he gets hit. That's why we would knock him to the right. You can even do that. Do 4 there and 2 there. Oof. Let's do this in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You could imagine a kind of hit sprite. Let's do it down here. I'll move it later. Again, the references are messed up, so I'll figure it out. Let's say this was a high-res sprite. Let's do yellow. Let me do like a, I don't know, just some sort of thud hit point. And then you could do that and new layer. If he was getting, depends also what he's getting hit with. If it's a projectile or another weapon, or you know, a lightning bolt, we could probably change the color of it. Other effects. It looks better when you've got that effect. There. I can even say, let's say that sort of struck him in the head or whatever. You could change the position at random when they get hit for effect. Yeah, there we go. So that would be a start. What about the other sprite? Because we got through this fairly quickly. Let's save this to our graphics. Let's call this Ogre. I don't know what he is, but yeah, let's do sprite. What I'll do is I'll just bring in the, I'll put the other one in with this and I'll sort them all later. But I want to do the female one. So this character's kind of like a female, but the leather, purple leather cloak, blue hair, and that. This is one sprite, 2 sprites, 3, 4, I think. If I remember how I planned it. Right, so let's try that. So she is, let's bring that back to brown. Let's do, I can turn this grid on. You show grid. That's better. I should have done that first time. Right. So her colour's blue. Yeah, I can see it much easier now. So she is. Okay, I'll just do it from there then. Dum-de-dum. Oh, music, missing music. I don't know what tune that is, but that's what I want to play. Hawkeye. Hawkeye? Yeah. Hawkeye C64. Music. There we go. Pardon me, been up since 10 to 6 on a Saturday morning. Ain't no fun. Daughter, you see. Yeah. One, two, three, four. Oh, I see what I've done. So I've got this like so, but then the sprite below it is offset, so no matter how I lay it out here, it's going to look off. Doesn't really matter. I do want this to work right though. It's annoying. I need to look at the code again. Maybe I've got a newer version. On the way. We should add documentation very soon. I'm terrible for the documentation side. I think my next project I'll start with documentation. Right, let's put that there. That needs to be offset by a whole character's worth. So I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can start drawing. And I'm just using the position thing there, the little marker that appears, to determine what I need to do. Of course, the colour of this one's purple. Should I do a shadow first? It makes sense to do shadows. Just helps. Just don't want it to look like a bent leg or something. The hair's just a bit in need of something. That looks kind of better. Show the ear. So hard to do anything with just a few pixels like this. Like, just hope the animation sort of helps it. I don't want to make it kind of spellcasty sort of look. Let's put that lightning bolt thing in. So one here, and the colour of that is green. Oops, wrong thing. Black. Green. Of course, that's also been offset a bit. That's actually sitting more like that, and then I guess it would need to be moved. So let's do it as an overlay layer, and then shift it. Let's do different musics. Just go for a compilation. This background tile here. Obviously can't do it there because that's the way. Could do them as overlays. Shift that one back. Overlay. Yeah. It's quite nice that you can, I think you can have sprites that sit like that, offset from each other, so they're offset by 1 pixel. I think that's okay, because that actually sort of is nice to see that. Quote me if I'm wrong, I think that's okay. Right, overlay, let's just see, yeah, overlay layer 1. That's going to be that colour. There's no undo button. I don't intend on doing an undo button to this. to be fair, it does the job. That's still, I got it to a point where I feel like I don't need to do much any more coding to it. I use it in a combination with this one, Sprite Pad. So I'll just export everything as binary, re-import it, fix all the colours, move everything about, do all that Sprite Pad. I just like this tool because the animation board stuff here is really good. As I say, I made this just to help with development because I couldn't do any compositing of multiple sprites the way I wanted. It lets you do some in Sprite Pad, but it needs work, or just use this. So that's that. That's her spellcasty thing. She now needs a heart and an idol. Ugh. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'll save that and I'll come back to work on this another time. I'm just getting through stuff today. Thanks for watching this video. I will put this little screenshot up and a link to the video so you can watch it later. Thanks for watching, and hopefully next time you can come along. Again, I just stream at random times, so just subscribe to my channel, maybe get notifications so you might see me post something new soon. Bye then. Bye bye. Bye bye.